Start, stop.
Oh, there you go.
There we
Yeah. That's how you do it. Welcome, rest in Cleveland Circle.
You just get to like the Alston stop, and it's just like you hear the glass shatter. Like, goddamn, kid, you just arrived in Alston. Enjoy your stop. And if you're gonna keep going, goddamn, good luck to you. Strap in. These tracks are the
Wobbin. Well, frustrated isn't the word for it. This is bullshit.
Actually, you just arrived in North Station, so I guess go Bruins, I guess.
But really, go Hitmen.
Really, let's who are they playing tonight? They're playing Calgary. Well, fuck the Bruins then. Go Calgary.
I can't lie. Fuck them.
I can never lie to my fans about that.
Does Brett still live in Calgary?
I would imagine so.
I would imagine so too. I mean,
yeah, I don't see him like living anywhere else.
Yeah, me neither. But I mean, you never know.
You never know. But I don't know.
I wonder what's happened to the house too. The Hart House.
The Hart House. That is actually a very good question. Let's see if we can find out what happened.
Let's do some research. We need a way to bring up the website when we're researching.
Oh no, I got it. I got it right here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is from Wikipedia, so obviously take that with a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. During ownership of the Hart family, the mansion's basement was used as a training school. It was the Hart Dungeon. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So the building has a large historical value for the wrestling industry, and WWE recognized it as being as important as and as significant as Madison Square Garden. In 2012, the building was declared a heritage site by the city of Calgary. So there we go.
But I wonder, like, who's living there now, and like, is it in the Hart family? I would imagine so. I imagine there's got to be some Hart still living there.
I don't know, man.
Put your heart into it.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. Let's see. So, after the death of Stu Hart on October 16th, 2003, the majority of his 10 surviving children agreed to put the Hart House up for sale. Allison Hart gave several tours of the home to guests before finally handing down ownership of the $2 million home.
Wow.
Let's see. In June 2006, preservation plans for the mansion were diffused in a tied 7-7 vote, leaving it susceptible to demolition. I don't know why demolition would want that.
Here comes the axe.
Yeah.
Here comes the smash. I'm sorry, not that demolition.
Wrong ones. Anyways, in October, however, a revised plan was authorized for 13 townhouses to be built around the mansion as well as its restoration. In 2008, Ross Hart spoke, of his wish for the building to get renovated, but preserved in its original form. Construction was stated to begin in summer 2007, but these plans were never implemented. Although the property went up for sale again in spring of 2010, it was not sold. In December 2012, it was designated as a municipal heritage site by the city of Calgary as part of a development deal, which also allowed the owners to build 9 houses with secondary suites in the Hart House's undeveloped grounds. After being renovated in 2013, the house was put up for rent. The renovated building includes a modern security system, gourmet kitchen, library, home office, a gym, family rooms, and 6 bedrooms.
Damn.
So,
not to mention that famous Hart family dungeon there in the basement.
Yeah. Ain't shit, dude.
That's pretty cool, man. I would kill just to see that place. Never mind own it. But $2 million or $2 billion?
$2 million.
No. $2 million. That's actually not bad, considering, because I mean, it's a mansion. It's a big fucking house.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, to be fair as well, like, no house has ever sold for $2 billion.
Well, true.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, it's a nice house. I'm not paying $2 billion for it, though.
Well, no, but
like $2 million. Hell yeah! If I had the money, $2 million. Fuck yeah, let's go.
Pretty cool though, man.
It is pretty cool.
I guess some random schmo owns it, but at least it's going to be staying up, considering it's a historical whatever it is. You know, it's not like it's going to be. It's not risking being torn down anytime soon, is what I'm getting at, basically.
No.
So that's good, at least.
Yeah, so it's staying alive, so that's a good thing.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Don't you do that.
I'm sorry.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Stop it.
Bruce, you were warned about that.
Bruce, take your pills.
Bruce, quit doing your shit.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Fucking A, dude.
Fucking hard. Like, dude, if I won Powerball, like I would take you and Liz up to Calgary, like when Americans can travel over international lines and whatnot. Just take
When the world is open again.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been up to Montreal for the jazz. In fact, that was one of the first things we did together. Was we went up to Canada. That was my first time in Canada, and it was with my fairly new girlfriend at the time, which was pretty crazy to think about. That within I think it was less than a month of us dating or thereabouts. It was very early on, like a couple months in at most, where we were going up to Canada together, which is pretty cool.
Oh shit, huh?
Especially that our family was cool enough to be like, hey, we're going up to Canada. You want to bring your boyfriend along? It was like, oh shit, all right, cool. That was awfully nice.
Oh shit, man.
Nowadays, now I'd have to go get a passport because you can't go to Canada without a passport.
Oh yeah.
So now I have to go get that shit taken care of because I don't have a passport.
Yeah, I don't have one either.
Yeah.
Like I've never been to Canada. I've never been overseas or anything like that.
You never been to Canada?
Never been to Canada.
Wow, man. I thought I was the only one who's like, I've never been, because that was the one and only time I've ever been, was that one trip, and I've never been back since. I mean, I would totally go back. I loved Canada. It was cool, at least what I saw of it. But yeah, it's surprising how many people, I guess, haven't, I mean, maybe not, I don't know. But I guess it's surprising that I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I guess I'm surprised that you haven't gotten to Canada. That's all.
No, it's just I've never, yeah, I've never been to Canada. Like, and to be fair, there's a lot of U.S. states I haven't been to either. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, me too.
But then again, there's some states you're just like, yeah, why would I want to go there?
Yeah, like Delaware.
No, that was D.C. Anyways. But no, has anybody ever come up to you and said, "Oh man, I can't wait, I'm going to fucking Wyoming for a week"?
Yeah, true. Or Mississippi or something like that. Like there's not a lot of some states are more touristy than others, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. But yeah.
But I mean, you've been to Vegas. I've never been to Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas is awesome. Los Angeles was kind of awesome for the little bit I spent out there. Yeah. Trying to think. We've been to Jersey, been to New York.
Oh yeah.
Technically, I've been to Vermont, I've been to New Hampshire, been to Maine. Technically.
I've been to Kentucky.
I've never been to Kentucky. I have no desire to go to Kentucky.
Yeah, you're not missing much, man.
Yeah, I hear there's a loud guy with a tennis racket that just starts yelling at you as soon as you cross into the border.
Well, I have to say I've been to the more rural parts of Kentucky, not the more like Louisville area.
I was gonna say, isn't that?
I've heard Tennessee's cool though.
I've heard Tennessee's cool. I've heard Nashville is especially pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but still no huge dying interest to go see it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
If I get there, cool, and if not, whatever.
Yeah. Let's see. Texas. Technically, I stopped there at as an airport stop to go to California. So, I guess technically.
There you go.
Stopped in Houston, I think. Yeah, stopped over in Houston for a couple hours and then flew over to California the rest of the way.
Nice.
Yeah. Wasn't too bad. I actually got my mom to watch Aquaman on the way to California.
Cool. Did she like it?
Yeah, she liked it.
What's not to like? It's Aquaman.
Yeah, that's it. It's Aquaman.
Well, I guess that could be something to not like, but they did a good job with it.
They did a really good job, and I can't wait for the sequel for it either. But again, it's
to
be fair.
Well, I guess post-Corona maybe.
No, this is pre.
Or are they able to work on it?
I think they're working on the script right now, and this the production designs, all that shit. That shit you can do remotely. Just send digital copies of hey, this is what the costume should look like. This is what we're doing here. This is what storyboards, all that shit. You can do that shit remotely.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, as far as the actual production, I don't think they've started on it just yet.
Right on.
But
Probably can't, but
again, but it's also like it's Aquaman. You know, go back in time to like 10-year-old Bruce and just go like, hey, here's a list of like superhero movies. Is Aquaman going to be at the top of your list?
oh hell no,
Exactly.
no,
Exactly.
definitely not.
To be fair, I don't think Shazam would have been at the top of your list.
Hell no,
Probably Wonder Woman,
no,
probably not.
no, probably not. Maybe, but
So like
probably not.
even if like you combine like Marvel and DC, like, hey Bruce, we got this Batman versus Superman movie. You want to watch this? Hell yeah, Batman and Superman, same movie, yay! What about this Aquaman movie? You want to watch Aquaman? Fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much. You know what I'm surprised is, and I know there's a lot of like rights issues involved or whatever, but like I still really want to see a crossover, Marvel DC crossover. They've done it in the comics. It would be really cool to see them do it in the movies too.
Yeah,
But
but again, it's all a rights thing. It's
yeah,
like,
I know. And it's made it an even bigger mess too with the whole Spider-Man complication. How some of that is owned by is it Sony? Is that true?
Sony has the cinematic rights. If Disney owns Spider-Man as like comic book property and like TV property, things like that.
Okay.
But as far as like cinematic rights, Sony still has it. I mean, Warner
All
Brothers
right.
is at least smart in the sense of like, hey, DC Comics, we're scooping up all of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you really think about it, you would have to get the cooperation of Warner Brothers for the DC characters, Marvel / Disney for most of the characters, like even the ones that Fox owns now. And then
Yeah.
if you want Spider-Man in there, like you got to get Sony on board too.
Yeah, it's a lot of big heads to have to get into the same room and cooperate with one another.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We can hope, right?
Yeah, and I mean,
I mean, the easiest thing to do would be to not involve Spider-Man, which would kind of suck, but getting him out of there would kind of take care of some of the mess because then at least you don't have to contend with that whole side of thing. But you still have the whole DC, Marvel, Disney thing going on, so then there's that problem.
And neither company would want their characters to look weak or anything like that. Like, yeah, it would be cool to see, the Hulk take on Superman, on the big screen. Yeah, it would be fucking awesome.
But you know what? They
Marvel,
kind of
but like Disney doesn't want.
But like they've overcome stuff like this before. The movie industry. Like think about Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where we had fucking the Looney Tunes and Disney on the screen at the same time. That was Warner Brothers and Disney, two opposing basically like factions or whatever of the cartoon world, and they came together for Who Framed Roger Rabbit. They were like incredibly like anal about how much screen time everybody got and shit like that.
Yeah.
So they probably have to do something ridiculous and childish like that again, but like that's better than not having the movie, I think,
Yeah, but I mean, it also comes down to again, like they don't want their characters to look weak. Like, do you want the Hulk to look like a bitch against Superman? Fuck no. If you're Marvel or Disney, like, yeah, I do. I do. In that scenario, fuck yeah, I want to see Hulk get his ass kicked. I know he would.
We know someone who would not agree with that sentiment, but he's not here to defend his position. So fuck the Hulk.
My Hulk is sick.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah, like it comes down to that scenario of like, you also really think about it, like even if they took the two characters, like even if they did like a Freddy versus Jason kind of thing again, nobody's going to be happy with the results because if Freddy won that, you'd have the Jason fans pissed off. You have Jason win, the Freddy fans are pissed off.
That's true.
So really, there's really no. Like, there's no way you can make all of the fans happy. So it's kind of like one of those things. Like, look, we're just going to avoid it.
I guess, but it's still like we get nothing instead of something, and I just feel like I guess you're right. People are gonna get butthurt no matter what you do, because that's what people do. They just like, I want it the way I want it. And if I can't have it that way, then fuck it. And it's like, well, all right, it's being real adult about things, but okay.
But it's also like ultimately like, what I would like to see, like DC like live action movies, just build up the characters, build them up well. And then say, oh, that's nice. You guys had Infinity War for, 2 movies. You had that whole Infinity kind of thing. That's nice. We're going to bring you guys Crisis on Infinite Earths in a couple different parts. Like, not just 2 parts, like, maybe even 4.
Do you think they could even pull it off, though?
if they took their time with it.